Hello, Leslie here from Message in a Fold. I'm going to work on this to show you how I did this. And this pull out for a little photo here. And then on the other side, 2 photos. And this thing here, there was a flower outline. And I took seed beads. First I started stitching them on, one at a time, and they either wouldn't fit on the needle, or the most of them didn't even fit on the needle. And I got sort of around, and then I gave up. It was like 4 hours doing just part of it. So I got the glossy accents out and put the beads on, and that's how I finished that. And then I stuck a button, attached a button on. So that's all that is. But this is, man, that's enough to make me say bad words. But this is going to be, really, truthfully, this is easy to do. Okay, we are going to get into the fancy stuff for making tags. And these are from my scraps. I have quite a pile of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to use these 2 this time. The papers I'm using are DCWV's Girlhood Stack, and this is text weight paper. This is something that I have had in my stash. Oh, I can't even tell you how long I've had it. And I haven't used much of it. These are 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. I have no idea if you can still get this or not. This was something I got when I first started crafting. These are another couple of items that I have had forever, and they're like paper clips. So I'm going to use these as a closure for this little fold-out book. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the easiest way to do this. I'm going to score, first I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. So it will be 6 1/2 by 3. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to do is get my scoreboard. And I'm going to score this paper at, I'm going to score this paper at 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to score it at 3 1/2. So I've scored this at 1/2 inch there, and I've scored this at 3 inches. So this 1/2 inch thing is going to attach here. I'm going to attach this on here, probably over there. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to cover. Right, I have some black cardstock, 8 1/2 by 11, and it's Michael's Recollections brand. So I'm going to get a piece out of there. It's got a mark in it, a cut. I probably did that when I was cutting this thing open. Yay! Alright, I am going to cut, I'm going to cut 4 pieces at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. left just a little tiny sliver. So these are going to go on here, like that. And then I'm going to cut these papers 2.5 by 2.5. I'll cut one of these at 2.5. By 2.5. So that will look like that. So I think I'll cut this cute thing at 2.5 by 2.5. Okay. So then, all right, so there are the fronts to these 4 pages. All right, I'm going to ink around all the edges on this, so I'm going to fold this backwards for now. And then when I get to the other side, and when I get done with this, then I'm going to ink all the edges of these papers, and then I'll be right back. Okay, the first thing is going to be a piece of black cardstock that I'm going to cut at 4 inches. And 5 1/4 inches. And that will go on here. And then now I need to find some decorative paper. So this one is going to be 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches. And that will go on there. So I need to decorate this little piece here, because when it's opened, that's going to show. And that's what I've done with that. And that looks, yep, okay. I can use that. And so how big is that? That's 2 3/4 inches. Use what you've got. 2 3/4. Now, normally I would not save these scraps, because they're just, there's no sense in keeping little pieces like this forever. But I'm using it because I have a place for it right now. Tomorrow, and I've moved on to some other project, I might not have, so I wouldn't save it. All right. And I'll put some adhesive right here.
It's your... What is that? What is that? I don't know. Sounds like a phone
Okay, I need to ink up the edge of this new paper. And this stuff is really good for underneath showpieces. So if you're making cards, greeting cards, you know, these bases that I'm making, these could double as, you know, this could be turned into a greeting card front, and you can put an extra message in there. Just don't put the tab on it. So this background paper would, even though it's thin text weight, it would be really good. Now I got lost. Where did I go? There. Alright, and then I'm going to attach, let's see, I think I said I want the bird to show. Alright, so, no. Alright, don't make things hard for yourself. Just start here. Let's do like they say on the cooking shows. Let's get our mise en place done. I'm going to use some, this is good, strong adhesive, but I need some heavy duty stuff. So, I'm going to use some of this score tape. I don't know what happened to my, I had some that's 1/4 of an inch wide, but I don't know what I did with it. It's up there in the cupboard somewhere. So I put it close to the fold, not on the fold, just close to it. And then this one is going to go close to the edge, but not right on the edge. I want to make sure, I guess it really wouldn't make much difference if I put this on upside down, but I want the purse to be upright. So, that's a little bit closer to the outside edge than I had anticipated. I have another one of these somewhere in this mess. Well, alright, that would work when I find the other one. This is a whole different box of stash. This is all 6x6 papers, text weight papers. And this is pretty much all of my leftover Stampin' Up! Stuff. Oh look, I've got some Christmas paper in there. I didn't know I had. Alright, and in the front I have this little thing that has pieces from, I don't remember who made this, like My Mind's Eye or something like that. But I have an assortment of just odd pieces of stuff that I'll punch something out, or I'll use part of it. You know, I might even use... Alright, and then in here I'll probably use one of these. Like I used here, it says quotes. I have one that says goals, guilty pleasures, and fears. So I think I'll use this guilty pleasures one. This plastic business right here is used to hold the paper down when you're using the blade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in here, and I want to line up that black line right at the edge of this plastic thing. Just that black line, just all I see is within that plastic thing right there. And then I'll cut that off, and then I have a nice little margin. And I'll do that again. And sometimes it works really good, and other times not always. Alright, so there's my piece that's cut closer. This one here is a little wide, so I'll put that back in. Okay, well that's a little better. So I'll cut this at 4. And 5 1/4. This cardstock is ready for an A2 card. It's 4 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/2 inches long. And that's the way I have cut up all of my large pieces of cardstock. They're the bases for the card fronts, and they're all 4 1/2 inches wide by, no, 4 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/2 inches tall. All of them are. So this is 4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. And then now I need to get, I think I'll do this. I think I'll use this striped piece of paper. Now this one's going to be 3 3/4 inches, 3 3/4 inches. By 5, I think. Let's see, 5 1/2, 5 1/4, and 5. Okay. Yes. Okay. 2 7/8 would be 3 1/8. That's adding 1/4 of an inch. And this is 3 1/8. So 3 3/8. So that will be for the black paper. And so 3 1/8. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll do this 3 3/8 since I know that I'll have enough of a tail, and this one 3 1/8. There, that just barely made it. And so that will go on there. All right, so now I just need to attach these, and this page, oops, ink. Can't forget to ink them. Onto here. Mercy sakes. I put it on upside down. Holy cow! All right, so, all right. This is right side up now. And this is right side up now. Okay. Okay, there. Ah, mercy, mercy. Okay. There, that's right side up. There's the front and there's the back. And all I need now is a tag. Make sure you have them right side up so you don't have to tear something off because you've had another element upside down. Yeah. That happens. Surprise! And thank goodness it wasn't hard to fix. But if you've enjoyed this video on how to make this little, hey, look at that, it just flopped right out. Make this little book on a tag, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'd like to have you join us in our creativity. All right, this is Leslie from Message in a Fold saying, now you go show someone how special they are. Bye.